Right. Welcome to Market Recap for October 4th. This is Wednesday, I believe. Okay, so you already see what the morning session brought. I'll go through um, steps, what you're having to do, and how to sort of, again, build that story and have that learn that language of the market. So yesterday I had a huge drop, and so a lot of times you think, oh, we're gonna keep going and emotions are high and like da 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 da. That's not how the market works. It goes up, down, ebbs and flows. It's like all over the place. It's unpredictable, but you can read it. And right now, this is what shows me if you actually drew a line from here down to here, down to here. Look what ended up doing. This is a perfect consolidation pattern breakout. That's why in trading, it's important to understand these ATR levels, but to learn the language, you need to learn patterns. And patterns on a bigger time frame is going to produce a bigger move. Patterns on a smaller time frame is going to provide smaller moves. But right here, you had a drop, and then which you considered a flag. This is, I guess, like a bear flag because it's bearish, but bear flag. You ended up gapping above. So in this move, what I was expecting is a push, but not necessarily keep going. Because a lot of times with the breakout, you want to have a retest of the breakout. So sure enough, what we did is we basically tapped the breakout, the high. So here's the breakout. And so you can draw a line right here and anticipate that we could move down. So what ends up happening, you can see that, again, 5-minute candles, 30-minute overlays. I like to speak in terms of Central Time because that's where I live if you're new to this video. And then these are the ATR pivots. You have the previous day close pivot, even though it looks like it's closed here, but it's not, because these last 5-minute candles, 2 candles last 10 minutes is 10 minutes after the market closed. So it actually closed right here. So here's your close. Here's your bear pivot, bull pivot, mid-range pivot, plus 1 ATR pivot. So with that said, and then anything in between are fib pivots. So you had a push up into a fib pivot, consolidated, and then yanked all the way back down into the previous day breakout. So right here, I'm going to use this as support of the day until proven otherwise. Even though you can see that within the first hour, we are below the bear pivot, and rule would say that you should go short. But remember, that rule only works about 80% of the time. Other than that, you have to use other information in order to help you tell that story. So the story I'm having is breakout. This is now support, and then I'm going to use this. And the fact that you broke over really violently right here, and yes, it came up and it double topped and came back down. This candle right here after the first hour shows me that they want to take it up. They want to take it up. They should have already broke this right here. And if they would have broke this, then this would have been really violent. They would have broke this quick, and we would have gone all the way down to the mid-range, because now you're back into this consolidation pattern. So this right here, you can almost with a really high confidence know that you're going to have an upward momentum for at least the morning session after this consolidation breakout play. So with that said, let's go into the next thing. So you got first hour, now you got into 10, and then now you are 10:30 right here. You are breaking above, but it's not really holding, it's consolidating. So you're getting a little weak per se. So now this is your high of these of the morning session. So now at 12 o'clock, you either need to make new highs at 12 or 12:30 and continue to the plus 1 ATR, or what it's going to end up doing is failing and either coming back down to VWAP or coming back down to this pivot. So this is how you have to play. You have to know where your resistance is and you got to make a plan. What's going to happen if it breaks above? Okay, I'm going to target up here. What happens if it breaks below? I'm going to target down here. That's how you play the afternoon session. So morning session, I mean, this is pretty straightforward where you shot up and then you sell your position because this was a huge move. This was already from here to here 100 points, because from right here to here is 100 points. So 100 points, 50 points. 100 points, I mean, there's a lot of points being made, but you had to be quick and nimble. And this was all within 5 minutes. But you see how we were holding right here. And so the moment it came back up, you can get back in right here. Even though this looked pretty violent, knowing that they've already proven that they want to hold this at least for the morning session. So you should have got in long right here and target right here, or at least take as much as the move as you can. All right, so that was the morning session. Let's go ahead and take a look at the afternoon session. What do? Afternoon, we ended up coming down all the way, like I said, couldn't make new highs right at 12 o'clock or 12:30. So it's going to come back down and at least come down to here, or VWAP. So it came down, you had VWAP and you have a Fib Piv. And so you had if you see these 30-minute candles, you see how now it's coming back down. It's also considered, I don't have my measurement tool, but this is considered this move to this move. From here to here is a half back. It's half the move of this move. So a lot of times you have a half back move where it comes back down and then makes the exact same measured move from the morning. And sure enough, what did it do? It made the measure move from the morning. So you see how it's sort of like this wave. So how you can tell of the direction is once you got to VWAP, you have to tell yourself, and then you see that it didn't break. Like right here, this should have broke and continued down fast. The fact that they yanked this back up and came right here tells me that they're consolidating and that they're holding this position. And so yes, that's why I got violent right here. You're having these 20-30 point swings really quick, but the moment it broke out right here, this tells you that this is the new stage of one time framing up. So you see how this 30-minute candle came up here, now came right here, and now then when you're back here, even if you missed all this and played it safe, the last hour of the day, the fact that you're back above the mid-range pivot is a no-brainer to go long, because this is the story you have to tell yourself. If you break above here, it's going to squeeze. All the people that were short right here, it's going to stop them out. So what does it end up doing? It breaks above and then it squeezes all the way almost to the +1 ATR. It got to this line, which I believe this was like a multi-day pivot, and that's why it's critical to also look at your multi-day, which would be your higher time frame, 30 minutes. But it didn't have enough Momo, so your best risk reward up here would have been to short, and then sure enough, the last like 30 minutes, it was you got yourself like a 30-point move. So play the waves. Again, this is a long, drawn-out 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes. It's a lot, but if you get in at the right time and hold, you can get enough points, you know. And again, every day, depending on your goals, is you're either trying to get, you know, 20 points, 50 points, 100 points, whatever you're trying to get, and you can easily get that with having good risk reward, knowing what the market is about to do. So anyways, that is October 4th. See you in the next market recap.